game plan for success. It's Sachs in the Morning. Steve Sachs.
Hi, Steve Sachs here with Sachs in the Morning. Today is Wednesday, January 11th, and it's Opportunity Week. Yesterday, we talked about opportunity versus distraction, okay? Sometimes in going out and looking for opportunity, the distractions are there. And so we talked a little bit about that yesterday. The day before, on Monday, we featured Doris Day and some of the obstacles that she had in her life that were only dressed up. They were dressed up as great opportunities for her. But today, we're going to talk about seeking those opportunities, okay? We're going to talk about a few different things that are very important about going out and seeking opportunity. So the first thing I would say about that is to set the high standard, all right? You're worth it. You deserve it. And you need to set high standards that are going to carry you through and avoid a lot of the things that you don't want to dig in. Some of the minutia, some of the little petty things that people get involved with when they're going out and looking for what they want to do. All right. So you got to set high standards to kind of avoid some of those things. Number two, when you see it, man, you got to pull the trigger. All right. Indecision is probably the worst thing you can do. And there's been a lot of people that talked about being indecisive. So remember, at some point, you're going to have to pull the trigger and really rely on your instincts to do that. And when you do pull that trigger, be slow to change it because you pulled the trigger for a reason. All right. So that's what I think is a very important secondary thing to do when you see the opportunity there. And number three, once you hit small goals, and I think it's good to set goals in succession that are small so you can be successful to start out, kind of getting ramped up, if you will. And once you do that, you need to raise the bar of expectancy. Listen, in this business world, in the personal world, it doesn't matter what it is. It's always a fluid situation. It's changing and moving all the time. So remember that once you hit some small goals, you got to keep going. You got to keep raising the bar of expectancy up, because if you don't and you stay in the middle, you know, where the light doesn't shine as bright and the questions aren't asked as much and, you know, the pressure doesn't mount there, that level right there in the middle is called mediocrity. And if you stay in that level too long, eventually you're going to get consumed by somebody else. I remember this when this was in the financial world, when I was a financial consultant. One of the prerequisites that we had that was standard in the business is that whether you made any trades or not, whether any changes were made within a customer's account, every quarter they need to be sent a snapshot of where their accounts are at the time. And I think this is an example of giving them an opportunity to kind of reevaluate, giving them an opportunity to recalculate where they are. It's the same thing, I think, when you're looking and seeking opportunity, that every once in a while you need to, you know, rejigger the whole thing. You need to reevaluate your situation and keep raising that bar and going forward. And number four, remember that the vision that you originally set out with, the culture that you're living with day in and day out, and also the values, you know, something that you hold dear. These are things that should really never change, because these are going to be the basis of foundation by what you're going forward with, what you're going to live with personally and business-wise. So when you see opportunities, make sure that they're part of this blueprint, part of the vision, culture, and values that you're living with every day. One of the guys that you all know that I look at very much is James Allen in the book As a Man Thinketh. And on page 96, I know where this is. I have it yellowed out. I have the marker there. But it doesn't matter if I have the marker there or not, because I refer to this a lot. Sometimes I do it on my own. Mostly I do. But I wanted to read this to you today, all right, because this really does matter. It really does come into play when you're talking about, you know, seeking opportunity, pulling the trigger, and making decisions. And this is what he wrote back in 1902. The soul attracts that which it secretly harbors, that which it loves, and also that which it fears. It reaches the height of its cherished aspirations, and it falls to the level of its unchastened desires, and circumstances are the means by which the soul receives its own. So what James Allen is talking about there is, you know, let's get real. It is what it is. And your soul is going to attract that which maybe not even any other persons in this world know about, but you certainly do. That which it loves and that which it fears. And you're going to have to face it sooner or later. So the thing is, if you can turn that fear into something positive, if you can turn that love into something really good, then chances are things are going to turn out just wonderful for you. And that's my short for today. If you like what you heard, give us a positive review, subscribe, and share. Also, remember that the Sax in the Morning swag is now available on my Instagram site. Go to saxinthemorning_podcast. You'll see it right there on the Instagram, and just hit the link. Everything's there, mugs, hats, tumblers, you name it. Take advantage of it.